Hello everyone, welcome back to an episode of City Bus Manager with me, Tops. As you can see, we're kind of in the red at the moment with the finances. We did make £365,000 yesterday. However, I've heavily invested today in, well, not only construction, because we did over £500,000 in construction yesterday, with revamping this area over here. I've also sent a load of staff that were still novices or trainees on training courses. And I'd also built this area over here. So we've got a nice big canteen area with seating and stuff. A nice little library area. Obviously, we've got our little printer section because they might need printing. Kind of like a workstation area here. And then I just went mad. I say I went mad. I just thought I'd make a fish tank room, a light room, different plant rooms, even the Christmas light room, which some people are actually quite liking these different rooms down here. They're not really going into the plant room that much, but the rooms nonetheless, and people are utilising this. It's spreading all our staff over from here and here, and they're kind of just wandering about to places, which isn't really good for health and safety, but it works. We've also got more staff members. We got more mechanics. Some of them are on training at the moment, just so they can get trained up nonetheless. So right now, I want to actually go to loans. I'm just going to take up all of the loans to get us a lot of money, because I want to purchase one of these buses just so it fills it up here, which this bus will be. It's a Ceto, isn't it? So a Ceto, one bus. Make sure we have this correct base color, 838383, 838383, and then we're going to import the Ceto updated, which I still think looks amazing. I built this from the ground up, and it took me so long to get all these done. I know there's a bit of red here. I tried to get it edited out, but it actually is just an overlay that it'll add back to the bus, so I can't edit them out, sadly. But that's that one bus that'll go up there. It should pull in here if it's a brand new bus, yes. So, bus fleet number. It'll be 32. So that is Tops C32. That should be correct. Yeah, so it'll be C32. So we've got 32 of these, which that's an insane amount. We also want to purchase another 7 of these. So we're going to need to get the medium spaces in. Go to the marketplace, and then it is the Taro C2, and we want 7. Which this looks absolutely horrible with these barred windows. That's why you get the import job. And it looks so much cleaner. So much nicer. Very nice. I'm really happy with how this one turned out. Obviously, the back bit I could do with cleaning up a bit, but it just works right now. We're going to leave it as it is. That's all them added. So if that's... How many will we have now of the Sataros? It'll be L22. So let's do this. Tops L22. Tops L23. L24. We've got to make sure all these are in the correct category as well. L25. 26. Come on. 7 and 28. That'll be all of them together now and all named. And these should go up to here. Now while they're coming in, let's go to the schedules. So it comes under as solo buses for these. We need to redo them as long wheelbase. And this is just so we can get our fleet set up. So that would be 7 then, isn't it? Yeah, 6, 7. So I'm looking for our other... Where will it be? Comes under as minibus, but we need short wheelbase. There we go. So they're all now organised. And then that frees up these areas here for more double-deckers. Which that would be 14, 28... Plus 4, what's 28 plus 14? 30, 42. Plus 7, 42... So basically 50 more buses we can get double-deckers. Not that we have that much money to purchase them. But it's just nice to get everything all lined up. And obviously they all go out in good ways as well. Which is amazing. So that's that fleet sorted. Now we just need... We're going to get more double-deckers while we have the money. I say well, we've got the money. I literally took out the loans just to get this. Bus fleet, marketplace. It's the B9 TL that we're going to get. We're going to purchase 7. Because that's literally all we have the money for at the moment. And then import... updated. It took me so long to get this nice little for the stairs and all that, but it's lovely. And they'll go hopefully here. Hang on, we'll delete those 7 because we don't have enough for another 7, I don't think. Yeah, we're just shy to get another 7. What number are we up to on the double-deckers? 86, so we need to start from 87 on the double-deckers. So, tops, D, 87. $88. 89. This would be 90. 91. 92. 93. Well, that's 94, so this will be 93. 93. We've got 94 double-decker buses right now. That is a lot of double-decker buses. But we're going to get them to use. Because it's 4:40 in the morning, and I want to get 4... Technically 6 bus routes, but it's 4. Technically 4 bus routes, but it'll end up being 6 with how we do it. We all know how... well, if you're from the northwest, you know how bad some of the buses are. Not some of the buses, some of the trains. So we're going to change that by doing rail replacement buses. So rail replace... And if I can spell, rail replacement north. This will be from Blackpool North which this will literally be Blackpool North. From Blackpool North, we're going to go all the way to Leighton. Technically, there's not a bus stop here, it's here. But just for the purposes of the rail replacement, it stops here for Leighton, and we don't care. We're not stopping at any other bus stops. It's just going to go to Leighton. And from Leighton, the next bus stop is Poulton-le-Fylde, which will be here, and then I'm going to rename this Poulton-le-Fylde. Poulton-le-Fylde. So, like I say, we don't care which way it goes. It's just going to go to Poulton-le-Fylde. And then from Poulton-le-Fylde, the next stop will be, when we get there, literally this is the rail line here, will be Kirkham and Wesham. So we'll utilise this. We'll change that to, if I can spell it right, Kirkham and Wesham. And then I think there is one more on this line. If we follow this all the way along, we can close that. There's one more on this line before Preston. Yes. So, Solwick. Never known a bus to stop at Solwick, but that is the rail replacement. It's literally going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 stops, and then back the other way. So Kirkham and Wesham. From Kirkham and Wesham, it's going to go through to Poulton. From Poulton, it's going to go to Leighton. From Leighton, it's going to go Blackpool North. This road at the moment is actually shut because they're building a new underpass. Because this used to be Wilkinson's, it used to be Wilkinson's, and before that, it used to be like different shopping centres, just shopping locations. It's now going to be a hotel around here in the centre here. As you can see, the lines for up here, it's going to be a tram station, and they're actually putting the underpass through for the tram station. Anyway, that's the rail replacement to Blackpool North. Going to go to advanced. We're going to start this off. I believe the first train that leaves is actually something like 3:15, and it will run every 20 minutes till that. Yep. So Leighton, it'll leave at 10 past. Poulton-le-Fylde at 20 past. We'll just do them on to the next. Yeah, on to the next hour, or like the next past the hour mark. So this is weekday, and then this will be Sunday. So we'll copy it from the Sunday, paste it onto there. This will be Sunday times, which will be running every 45 minutes on a Sunday. Because there is less buses on a Sunday, or less trains running on a Sunday. We're going to allow bus route changes during the shift because it will be double deckers, and like I say, it will literally be on the set times every time. So yeah, 5 past the hour. Solwick, for some reason, it's 6 minutes past the hour, but it works because that's the main. Oh, in fact, that's the. We'll put that to on the hour. There we go. Because then that is going to be the return journey, so it'll be a bit there for a bit longer. Yeah. Preview times. So it'll get back at 51, so it'll be going 4 minutes later. So that means 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 buses will be during them. That'll get back at 6:46, so it means there'll be 3 buses on that journey. It's fine by me, and obviously it'll change the routes when it needs to. We'll confirm that. So that is now the Blackpool South to Selwyswick. We need to do the same for Blackpool South. Now, I've already renamed this one. So, rail replacement South. So, it'll start here. Then goes to Blackpool Pleasure Beach. Then it goes here. That, yeah. We'll do it there for Squires Gate. I think it actually stops here for Squires Gate, but we're going to do it right next to as close to the train station as we can for all of them. This one, with them saying St. Anne's-on-Sea. Then we follow it down to Ansdale and Fairhaven. From Ansdale and Fairhaven, we follow it round to Lytham. We don't care which way, how it goes and routes itself around. We're literally just stopping them at every stop along the line. Then I think there's one more before we hit Kirkham. Moss Side. There we go. So that just goes up this way. Perfect. From there we hit Kirkham. From Kirkham we go all the way over to the last stop and back again. So this is basically just adding a rail replacement system in, because how our buses have been recently. Not how the buses have been recently, how the trains have been. They've been near to useless. And also when they were updating the bus systems, not the trains. This is roughly, obviously there was buses that replaced them. Pleasure Beach, Blackpool South. Now, Blackpool South is different than Blackpool North because it's not the main station. The buses literally run every hour. Now, we're going to do it on the hour, every hour, including Sundays. This will just be timetable 1. Give it 5 minutes there, 1 minute, 4, 1 minute, 10. So Selwyswick. There we go. The 5, 10, 5, 10. And the 5. Perfect. Even though they're going to run every hour, it won't actually, what's it called? We're going to allow bus changes. Let's play and pause. So rail replacements need adding on bus times. So if we go to shift schedule, preferred group is double decker. And obviously adding these buses in now changes the bus times changes how the buses will work next time. If we add them all on double deckers, double decker and double decker, automatically assign drivers, automatically assign buses, because we don't have enough buses. Apparently, we should do. So that is perfect. That is okay. I've literally just purchased more buses and they can't fit in. Okay. So we're literally looking for 5 past. That is as close as you can get for that one. Surely there should be a bus, the buses that these can go on. I can move to... Yeah, but then we still don't have one to fit there. This is difficult. We're going to have to end up buying more double-decker buses for this. Did not realise this would be a problem. Can't reset them all because things are already scheduled to go out. I don't know what to do. Obviously, it'll be a lot different tomorrow. That one can go on there. That one can go on there. No. That could go onto there. There we go. Oh, and then there's another... Oh, wow, there's so many more buses. Right, where's the double-deckers again? Why is just so many... Right, what buses is finished? Does any of these buses... All these buses are covered. Okay. Anything that starts after that time, no. So we're literally having to figure out... We're going to have to buy more buses. But we've only got 20,000. This is an issue. Right. The only thing I can think of is pulling off all the buses that haven't already gone out. Clicking auto assign. Well, not clicking auto assign, but then manually assigning them all. Because look, there's this page here that hasn't got any on. Okay. Let me get all this sorted, and then I'll be right back with you. Okay, now we're back. So, they're all sorted now for today's buses. Let's have a quick look at tomorrow's buses. So, the vehicle groups aren't set yet, so let's go double-decker for all of them. Because sometimes, like I say, when they're... with these bus routes, they sometimes overlap. So, double-decker... So adding more bus routes in like this one, it's going 21, rail replacement south, 17, and then a 68. So a lot of these will be changed from previous days, kind of overlapping, just to fit. And this is Saturday times as well. So I know these will all fit in the network. 72. What is the 72 a 72 is not a double decker, is it? 72 is a long wheelbase. To make sure I haven't set any of the wrong ones on the first ones. Nope. No, they should be all correct. All correct. That's long wheelbase. These are double deckers. 18 will be a long wheelbase. Double decker. Yeah, 18, not 17. I nearly put 17 as that, but double decker. Because obviously it'll utilise less buses, or it should do, having them set up like this so they overlap somewhat in the network. And then it uses less bus drivers as well. That's why I have all this done. We've got 12 things of this, so let me get all this sorted. And we're back, and they're all set now. Tomorrow's shift's all set. Sunday's shift will be different, so they will need to be reset, but I'll do them in the future. So that is rail replacement buses added, which is great. But now, how many... Not yesterday. How many double-deckers do we have left? Because I want to add 2 more bus routes, if possible. And I don't think it's going to be possible at all, because I think we're using every single double-decker we have. Which it looks like we literally are. So I'll have to do that tomorrow, in hopes we can purchase more double-deckers. That being said, we'll prepare for the double-deckers, so we know how much we need to save up for them. We'll get our 4, 5, 6, 7 more places put down for them. And if we were to purchase 7, how much is that? So we know what we need to save up for. 200,000 basically. So right now I need to get 200,000, which is going to be a lot. Let's track our buses. Do we have a rail replacement bus in service? Moment, it doesn't look like it. But we can go down. Oh, we actually have a bus coming into service. But let's have a quick look down our bus utilisation routes to see how much we've made over time. So the line 1 has nearly made 200,000. And everything. So there's quite a lot of lines making over a couple of 100,000. The line 3 and the line 4 is insane. The line 2's not made that much, but the line 2C's made more, surprisingly, even though the line 2C we only added in very much later. But yeah, everything's making pretty much a lot of money. The stagecoaches not too much, and obviously the 70s have only been implemented for a day, and that wasn't even a proper full day. So we're literally waiting for our first bus to pop into Blackpool North Station, which I believe is this bus. Let's take a trip with this bus to see how many people or how much it gets used. It might not get used that much, and if it doesn't, then we might switch it out for single deckers. But it's literally a rail replacement bus, as if it would be a train. I think some of the later buses have already got people on them. So it should be going in a... Oh, it's gone? So these are getting people on. There's a lot of people getting on these buses, even though they're only going literally to the train stations. Have a look at route utilisation. Come on. So the south one is getting a lot of people on. That's interesting compared to the north, but the south one will run every hour. Let's see if we can find one of the south buses. There. So it's literally picked them up, dropping a few off here, and it's getting packed. Wow. Blackpool South have got packed at Lytham, South Shore. It dropped off 14, picked up 15. Now, in reality, like I said, the Blackpool South trains can only run every half an hour. Or can only run every hour because it's a single track from Kirkham. So by the time it gets to Kirkham and comes back, it'll be every hour, technically. But I might end up having to put this every half an hour because the amount of people using it. This is going into Kirkham. Dropping a lot of people off in Kirkham and coming back. Or going up to the next stop. That is crazy. And then it dropped everyone off there. It's coming back. Didn't pick anyone up. Is going to pick anyone up on Kirkham? Picked 7 up. In reality, the Blackpool South train isn't that busy. It uses really old rolling stock, so it doesn't get that busy. Blackpool North is getting hammered now. And as this is coming back, it's not getting that busy again. Wow. Yeah, Blackpool North. Oh. I want to follow you. There we go. But I want to be on that screen. Is it not going to let me follow you on that screen? I guess not. So yeah, line utilization is not that much, but we've already made nearly, well, 500 in one trip, which is insane. That's the rail replacement buses, which is crazy. Now, we can actually start preparing our next route while we're waiting for the money to come in for more buses. This will be our first school bus run. Where are we? Over here. So this is the SM1, which is one of the school buses in the Blackpool area. We start off here. Well, we technically start off here, but I'm just going to start off here because it's an easy turnaround point. But even though it's only going to go one way, and then we're going to switch out for the SM1A, we'll come back the opposite way. This is the way it goes. We're going to look like I said, we're going to stop at every stop along the route. If there isn't a bus stop that it stops at on the route, then we will add bus stops on that route for the streets it goes down. And then it goes this way. There we go. Up around this way. And like I say, this is only going to be a one way. It's only going to run one every weekday. As if we were... as if it was an actual bus route, school bus route. So we go down here. We'll turn up this way now. And this is obviously the first bus route that is going to go this way. And it turns this way to here. And then it goes up this route up this road. It goes around the house because obviously a bus route would, wouldn't it? Because you would want to make sure it picks up everyone, or the best coverage for a school route. Have I gone up too far? Is it this street? Yes. So I'm going off publicly available stuff for these routes. If I get them wrong, I'm sorry. I am trying my best. Okay. Then this goes this way. Put another bus stop here. Then up around this way. Now, when we get close to the school, because it's the St. Mary's school bus, I believe. So technically, it wouldn't be picking up here because the school is around the corner in walking distance. But just for ease of use, it is going this way. Because obviously it says Christ the King, but this is actually St. Mary's. I think Christ the King is... Yeah, Christ the King's here. And then St. Mary's is here. So they've gotten those two wrong. We'll go up to here. Because it goes this way, but it's dual carriageway, so it has to go up to this roundabout to come back to then park in the school grounds. We'll say here. There we go. And we're back. So, I had a bit of a issue with recording and the game as well. So, I'm automatically set it to... So, I pressed yes to fix the network, and it broke it a little bit. So, we're fine. There's no issues there at all. Things are sorted. It worked. But we now have... I've had to restart or go back through the game, and we had obviously the rail replacement buses are working, but now we have the school SM1 and the school SM2. So SM1 is the one that we were setting up just then. The SM2 is a secondary bus route which starts here. It goes down here, across, past our bus depot. It's the first bus that goes past the bus depot. Through into town. Then it goes a weird way through town to kind of get away from all the town centre stuff. But up to Bispham, down what the line 4 and the 3 go. It's the only double-decker that will go down here, even though the school bus itself is a single-decker. But for school buses, I'm going to use double-deckers just so it kind of clears all that, because you would think a lot of people would be using school buses, a lot of pupils. So it goes all the way up here through Bispham to here, and then it should go straight and then this way. We don't mind it. It utilizes the bus route anyway, but it goes back all the way up past a biscuit factory here. And up this way. That route there is the rail replacement north. So, yeah, it goes up this way and then into the school for the SM1. We won't be doing the return trips today because we won't be starting the trips until officially on Monday. But obviously, we can get the buses to there set up for now. And then in the next episode or so, we can use those previous bus stops we've got determined to go back the way we came, to utilise those bus routes coming back. And obviously, school bus routes will all be doing on a So starting from Monday, hopefully. We do have 25 bus routes to implement. If you double that, it's actually 50 if you include the return trips. So if we just go into edit, no, not edit. Yes, we want to discard changes. If we just go into the timetable, we have allowed the buses to change route as well. So that'll be very helpful when it comes to setting the schedule up for your Monday. We can see here if any of them take the school trip. I'm going through from the first page just to quickly have a glance. Some of them might take up the school trip. Add it to the planner so we don't have to just put a bus just on for that bus trip. We're getting close to the time it starts. So no SM1 yet. There you go. So school SM1. And then it goes to rail replacement south in the line 14. Where is SM2? So it's just the SM2 bus is only an SM2 bus for some reason. It's only for an hour. But hopefully, if we add when we add other bus routes and all the kind of stuff, other school bus routes, it will be implemented into that network as well. And then obviously the return trips will probably get implemented as well. But the game behind the scenes is very well put together for figuring out when buses finish a route to then be able to move to another route to utilize that route. How are things with our ratings? So details, punctuality is not that good. 3 seats, we say that's not going to be that good anyway. Like I say, we are saving up to get another. Well, we want to fill up all these in double deckers right now as quick as we can. And then not only that, but we do have this spaces up here for more double deckers. Because the only buses we need to buy now basically is double deckers. Everything else, all the single decker long wheelbases could be able to cover for that. All the short wheelbases should be able to be covered by all of these. And like I say, the only extra buses we need now is double deckers. And we'll be able to implement them pretty easily with the bus routes and all that. And we should be fine. So, with obviously the crash in the recordings and that kind of stuff, hopefully everything is utilising it all well together. We are slowly getting some more money in. We need to get another. Where's our bus that we like to buy? To get another 7 buses, we need 200,000, which we're halfway to there anyway. Which we'll end up doing that tomorrow, no doubt. We probably could even get another double decker there, and a double decker there, so we could get technically 9 right now. And then obviously up here as well. We'll figure it out. Whatever buses we get, obviously double deckers. This is just gonna be all double deckers. Is my plan. All single deckers down here, wheelbases, and obviously short wheelbases down here. This is as far to the bottom as it can be, yeah. So we can't actually add. There's no way to add any more up here, but it's going well. We've added the rail replacements in. We've added 2 school buses in. I'm going to do some more research on the other school buses, which I think the next one we're probably going to implement is the 12. Then we start going into stupid numbers like the 500s. But all of them will start off with SM, with school. In where are we? In the bus routes, they're all going to be SM. Or school. They're all going to be school as the numbers. Just for good iterations. Obviously, these buses, there's only 2, and one of them that got absolutely rammed. But it's good to see how the utilizations, obviously. It hasn't completed any tours yet because there's only going to be 1 per weekday. Buses are making a lot of money. Good to know. Obviously, we took the loans out. We will be paying the loans back at some point. Over time, we're paying how much a day on loan repayments? 1,000 a day, I think. No, we're definitely paying more than 1,000 a day. Probably more like 4,000. But either way, we're doing great. I don't know how, like I say, don't know how long this episode's been. Hopefully you've enjoyed it. Apologies for the break in the game with trying to get that SM1 and SM2 working. But hopefully you've enjoyed. If you have, leave a like, subscribe if you're new to get and hit the notification bell to get notified when the next video goes live. And I will see you next time for the next video.